Hey everybody, it's Michelle, Coach Michelle here from Faith Over Fear Biz Chicks Academy. I'm talking today about step 5 in our roadmapper system called harnessing grace. And y'all probably thinking, what on earth is she talking about? I've never heard about grace being part of an entrepreneurial system. So we want to dive in quick here and explain to you this unique part of our framework. All right, we believe that God's grace is something a little bit deeper than unmerited favor, right? That is something that is really hard to grasp as a tangible thing. When you look in scripture, every time you see grace, it is actually an empowering gift. When Jesus went to the cross, right? It was the grace that he needed to endure that cross that the Father gave him. In Romans 11:6, it is by grace, not the work. We couldn't do it on our own, so God gave us grace, the empowering gift to be saved. 1 Corinthians 15, by grace, by the grace of God, I am what I am. Paul recognizing that he couldn't be who he is without that empowering gift that God had given him. Titus 3:7, we have been justified by grace, right? We could not justify ourselves before the Father. So when we needed it, Jesus gave it to us. Hebrews 12:15, see to it that no one comes short of the grace that God gives. And that is completely what we're up to here. We are making sure that you will not fall short in your entrepreneurial journey of understanding and embracing and harnessing the grace that is available to you to run this race. Okay, so we want you to just keep that in mind as we run through a few little nuggets here. Grace as an empowering gift, right? It'll keep your inner game and your outer game in sync. As you're running after all the new tools you're going to be learning, all of the courses, all of the classes, all of the strategies, all of the tactics, we call that all the outer game. That's all the stuff kind of you need to learn, usually to launch your business. But over on the other side, there is that discerning, there's expanding, there's insight, there's wisdom, there's timing, there's ordering of steps. And all of that is what we call the outer game. And that takes a lot of energy as well. And we know that what happens is you just chase after that outer game all by itself. It sort of crosses over and crushes the inner game. The weight of it is just heavy. It is a grind. It is a hustle. It can take the wind out of your sails. And we don't want that to happen to you. We know that 1 in 5 entrepreneurs will end up quitting. And we don't want that happening to anybody who's got a dream that got put in their heart. We know he knitted it in there from the very beginning. And we want to see that fully give birth. So the inner game and the outer game balanced. All right. Grace also gives us exactly what we need to produce abundance. And that's what we're doing, right? We want to make something more than what we started with in our hand. We're taking what we have now here and we're making it something that feeds the world, basically, whether it is a widget, whether it's a service, a product, whatever it is meant to do more than just sit with you. So as we do that, we go over, we love this verse. This is 2 Corinthians 9:8. And to God who is able to make all grace abound to you, that always having all sufficiency in all things, you may have an abundance for every good deed. And we know those good deeds are right what he prepared for us to walk in beforehand. You know that verse, right? He has already set our steps in motion. And now we know there is a grace we can lay hold of to do it and to have abundance in it. Is that so exciting? I know we just love to see people walk in that and see it come to life as you're birthing your businesses. Also, we know that this grace provides an ease and joy of walking out your entrepreneurial journey. We've seen so many times that people, like we said, they end up giving up because that burden becomes so heavy. When God said, take up your cross, follow me. My yoke is easy, my burden is light. Jesus took up his cross for the joy set before him. We know that there's joy in the journey. Yeah, it's full of ups and downs, but the grace is there to give us the power and the gifting that we need when we need it. And it is a joyful ease to it. It is a beautiful thing when we watch women take off, we take flight into their entrepreneurial journey. in joy, in that power. And, it doesn't look like anybody else's, right? You don't need that grace that person has over there. Your journey is not going to look like that over there. You don't have to worry that it's going to be as tough as that person's was or as different as that person's was. Like, it is just for you, and there is the grace there for you as well. So get excited, because it is an exciting journey that is full of just ease and joy. That yes, it's ups and downs. Yes, it is, but it is not pulling you down, right? It's something that you can learn from and find sufficiency for, to grow in. We always say that the best self-help program you can ever have is becoming an entrepreneur. Yes, there's going to be some tough lessons there, but the grace in it keeps us moving, gets us excited, gets us back on track whenever we kind of have to take a step back and do some learning on the way, or hit a little bit of that bumpy territory. So this is what it is to walk out building your business in grace. We love that we can just take off now, like as women see all of the other pillars or other stakes, that this is kind of the final one when we are doing our roadmappers. This is where we actually start moving into who we're serving, where we're serving, but we're doing it now in this effortless grace. And we watch women just kind of take off from here. And this is the beginning, the 6-week roadmapper course. If this is not what your entrepreneurial journey has been like up until now, come on in and join us. If you're just getting started, come on in and join us. You'll be able to click the link below to find out more information about all the pillars. There's another video available. Or you can also click and find out when our next classes are opening, or how to get into our monthly classes. You can always start, usually if they're open, you can always start our monthly membership. And then as soon as the 6-week roadmapper course opens again, you can, if you're on the wait list, you're the first to know and get right into that course. So the links are below. If you have any questions, you can always email us at faithoverfearbizchicks@gmail.com.